Okay, so one thing I said I would talk about in here is, where is the community? Everybody is the community. The community is the bringing together of all interested parties to achieve a shared goal. Typically, fresh, local, and nutritious food. Okay. Members financially support through their purchase and supporting the core group to help move the CSA forward. The volunteers help the farmer by preparing, growing, harvesting, and distributing the food, plus just good old moral support. If you've ever tried even just gardening in your backyard, sometimes you need somebody just to pat you on the back and tell you it's okay that that variety of tomato did not work. We're all going to still keep coming back each week, just try another one, okay? And of course, the farmer is a part of the community because of him feeding the community and receiving the fair compensation we talked about. Okay, so who do you guys think is the hub of this wheel? We've talked about a large group of different people here, but somebody has to be at the center of it. It all has to revolve around either a person or an idea. You may feel that it's the core group. We talked about how this group was the one out there doing the advertising, doing the planning, and so forth. You may feel that it's the members, because they're the ones providing the substantial amount of financial contribution by being a part of the CSA. Or perhaps you feel it's the volunteers, because of their tireless dedication to come out there and work, even though they're not the ones receiving any pay for it. I will say one thing about volunteers. There are CSAs out there that say, you know, if you do X number of hours, you can even get a free share. So, like I said, thousands of different ways to try to set something up. Well, I want to express to you my opinion and try to sell you on the fact that it's the farmer. That when it comes down to a CSA structure, they're the ones that are the center, the hub of the wheel. Go Green Meridian is looking for a qualified farmer to run the CSA farm. Okay, we have the land, we have the knowledge, we believe we have the population base in the area and the interest to be able to support a CSA. But we can't do any of that without the hub of the wheel. We need the farmer that can be dedicated to do this. Okay? In our vision, the farmer has ample experience, but again, it can be learned by going and being an intern someplace. We would prefer somebody who is familiar with our growing climate. Okay? It is possible to grow something all year here. If we were to hire a farmer who's from upstate New York, they may have 30 years of farming experience, but coming down to the red clay soils of Mississippi with being able to grow all year and then having to deal with the humidity and heat of August, it might not still be a good fit. So it'd be best if they understand our climate. Able to work with others who help guide the CSA farm. Okay? The farmer is a farmer, and the core group needs to be able to provide that farmer with certain rights and responsibilities that go unquestioned by anybody else. But that farmer still needs to understand that there's input. Okay? Again, options are very prevalent, but most of the time, that farmer needs to be able to receive input to say, you know what, we don't want you to grow kale, we want you to grow this. We don't like that variety of broccoli, but we would like you to try this. Okay? Hey, last year we heard that you sprayed with neem oil. We understand that's organic, but we don't like it anyway. Stop spraying altogether. Okay? So there needs to be some sort of collaboration there, and the farmer has to have that personality trait to be able to accept that collaboration. And it can't be somebody who just wants a job. Okay? If they just want a job to be the farmer and make money, then their heart's not in the point of being in a CSA. If they just want the job, then they need to just go have a job somewhere else because they need to be part of the team to drive the CSA forward. That's it, everybody. I want to thank you for your time and participation today. And tomorrow, we may be rained out of a rainwater harvesting demonstration. I would ask you to keep a close eye on the weather. As we all know, sometimes the weather doesn't behave the way the meteorologists expect it to. Our community garden just off of North Hills and Poplar Springs Drive is where the demonstration will take place. We're going to, from the ground up, build a 2-barrel rainwater harvesting collection system. I haven't drilled a single hole in them, haven't put a single spot of paint on, haven't done nothing to them. I just have all the parts available, and we're going to go from the ground up and build the entire system together. So if the weather cooperates, come out there at 12:30 tomorrow at Love and Peace Community Garden and see me there. Can I answer any questions for you before I go?